day after Christmas, and of course everybody got hit by this winter blizzard, and I'm actually headed out to a house. A lady called me yesterday. She's an attorney, and I'm going to try to work out a deal with her if it'll work, but she told me that she had to put her horse down yesterday because the water trough in the barn, water had splashed out of it, went on the floor, it froze into a sheet of ice, and the horse actually hit the sheet of ice and fell over. He could not get up. Now the horse was 36 years old, so the vet, they tried for 3 hours to get the horse up, couldn't get it up, so they had to put it down. So I'm actually headed to her house now because the pipes in the wellhead have frozen, busted, and it was just water was coming out all over the place. So she basically begged and pleaded with me to come out there, so I obliged and told her I would. I'm actually having Christmas Day with my family today, since yesterday was with my girlfriend and her kids' family. So we did that at home, had a great Christmas. Got loads of socks, got some nice stuff to keep warm during the winter. Very happy, very appreciative for everything I got. Hope everybody else had a good Christmas. But headed out there now, gonna get this knocked out, and hopefully be back in time to do Christmas with my family. Here we are. If it walks like a duck and talks like a duck, it's probably a duck. There's the joker we got to work on. Okay, well, I just slid the well thimble off, and there's a pipe over here that goes to the house right there, and then there's a pipe over here that goes to the barn. Well, somebody came and put a filter right there, and it just blew the filter housing off. It basically cracked around the rim right there, and it blew off, and they were leaking all the water pressure. Now, if they knew yesterday, all they really had to do was turn that valve off, and it would have stopped dumping the water. So basically, the filter filters the water only to the barn. Let's see.
Because I knew you put a new one in at the underneath my house. You modernized. No,
All
Adam
right.
modernized.
Oh, you mean the filter under the home?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Adam modernized.
And this one's just strictly for the barn.
Okay.
Okie dokie. We're gonna go ahead and pack some insulation
I told
around
Garland
it.
to get me some. He's gonna go get some more of this for his. I didn't think I had any in there, so.
I mean, it's good, but see, like even you had all this and it still froze. So it's because it doesn't have a heat source in here.
Should I put a light in there or something?
You know, how are you gonna power it? You're gonna
That's
have to.
exactly right.
Yeah. You could steal power off of that right there. You know, if he could, you put a little extension cord and run it from the box over here with a light bulb.
You mean my general?
Okay, I got the well all taken care of, and we got water going over to the barn. So I'm gonna walk over there now. So as I previously stated, her horse passed away, and her horse is underneath that tarp right there. And what ended up happening before it got down to 10 degrees, she drained the trough because she figured that it was gonna split. So that was all the water. Now when I got here, this was a giant beautiful sheet of ice, and I almost fell on it. And we came over here to work on the yard hydrant right there. So I ended up getting a pickaxe that she had, and I wanted to bust up all the ice. That way she didn't have her ponies. I didn't want a pony or the donkey slipping on the ice too. So I went ahead and spent about 15 minutes with the pickaxe, and I busted up all the ice for her. And now we were messing with the yard hydrant, and the hydrant wouldn't cut off. So I got to get over there and adjust that tiny little square screw right there, and we got to take that screw and take it out and push the rod down a little bit further because the hydrant wasn't shutting off. So I'm gonna go ahead and set that down a little bit more, and then go work on our other hydrant to see if we can get that to work. All right, well, I got this hydrant all reset. Basically the garden hose was left on it, so it's frozen on the inside. I just had to adjust a little square screw on it. So ironically, her filter had busted right here around the rim. Basically the whole canister froze, and it popped it off from the top. Now, just prior to coming out to this job, I went to another job, which was at a gas station, and they had same filter setup out in a pump house, but it blew the bottom out of it. It didn't blow the top off of it. So I just did 2 jobs back to back, and they are both identical problems. The filter housing busted. So that's the importance of putting some sort of heat source out in your pump house. Now, both of these, neither one of them had a heat source, but the guy at the gas station, he had put a 250 watt heat lamp bulb there with one of those like metal shields on it. Now, when I got there this morning, it was 22 degrees, and the pressure tank that was in there was full of water. I could manually hit the switch and the tank would fill up, so the tank was thawed, but the plumbing from the tank to the filter was frozen, and it was wrapped in insulation. So it was actually came out of the tank, went up the wall and into the filter. Well, because it was near the wall, it was cold. And the heat lamp, even though the heat lamp had been on in there for at least 24 hours, it wasn't enough to prevent the PEX pipe from freezing. So it really needs a better heat source than that. Now, a light bulb will work out in the well house, or like in a well cover, but not so much in a large, big pump house type situation. That's where you actually need a small heater. Well, hope everybody had a Merry Christmas. Hope everybody's happy and safe. Looking forward to the new year. If you're not subscribed, please hit the subscribe button. I'm on that journey to get 100,000. Currently sitting at 21,000 subscribers. This is actually really cool. I started this endeavor just for fun, basically, for videos I could send to customers that were pretty self-explanatory, because I was always having the same conversation over the phone. And I thought to myself, well, if I can make videos explaining the same situation over and over and over again, then the customer can actually fix it themselves. And then from that, I had a lot of people just really want to know, had questions, couldn't get anybody in the trade industry to answer their questions. So this channel has just grown because I basically help people and just answer their questions. People need professional advice. They want professional advice. And I might not be like uber professional coming from some of the plumbers that comment on some of my videos, but that's basically because my editing isn't as professional as my work. And I get a lot of people on here, they're like, oh, you should have done A, B, and C. Well, the budget wasn't in it to do A, B, and C. There's a lot of things that can be done right, but there's also a lot of things that have to be done within the budget of the customer. And a lot of people think that they can do it better, but I don't see you out here creating a YouTube channel trying to help people. And until you get to that point, don't come at me like that. Well, thanks for watching the video. Hope y'all enjoyed it. Have a Merry Christmas. I'm headed to do my Christmas right now. But until next time, peace.